Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I am Judge James Lee, McLennan County Justice of the Peace Precinct 2, and can I get you to state your name for the record?
Willie Martin.
Okay, you're the tenant in today's case, Mr. Marshall. Okay. And who do you have with you, Mr. Marshall?
My wife.
Okay, and your name, ma'am?
Salary,
Okay, last name? Sally what?
Mars.
Mars?
Mhm.
Okay, I want to welcome both of you to the McLennan County Justice of the Peace Court Precinct 2. We have your landlord and management company. They're appearing remotely. You familiar with this lady, Ms. Region?
No.
No, you don't know her? Okay,
Is that Tammy?
that's Tammy.
I've never seen her, but she have
You talked to her?
emails over and over. And, hey,
Okay,
how you doing, Tammy? I can't hear her.
okay, Tammy, you're muted. Tammy, Ms. Region, you're muted. Still can't
Okay,
hear
there
you.
you go. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Willie. You'll recognize
Okay.
me. You see me.
All right.
Okay.
So I want to welcome all. Today's case is an eviction suit.
Mhm.
Cause number in today's case is J2V26-0248. I have A and J Texas Investments LLC against you, Mr. Willie Marshall. This pertains to the address at 1312 Sherman Avenue, Waco, Texas 76704. The plaintiff, Ms. Region, filed a petition in my court, which is also known as a sworn complaint.
Mhm.
In her sworn complaint, she swore to me that you, Mr. Marshall, did not pay your rent for the months of November, December of 2025, January, February, March, April, May, and now June of 2026. She swore to me that at the time she filed this case, that you owed the owner $2,380. And that's the reason why we're here today. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to have the bailiff swear everyone in that will be providing testimony.
Mhm.
So if you're not going to be speaking, then you don't have to swear in, but you do have to swear in, Mr. Marshall, but you, Ms. Moore, you don't, if you're not going to be saying anything, okay? All right, so with that being said, Ms. Region, Mr. Marshall, follow the bailiff's instructions.
You can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's going to happen next is I'm going to explain how this case is going to go.
Mhm.
In all cases civil in nature, it's up to the plaintiff, in this case, Ms. Region, to prove to me that you, Mr. Marshall, did not pay your rent.
Right.
And so she's going to get the opportunity to speak first. Ms. Region, as you know, it's up to you to provide proof to me that he did not pay his rent and that you did everything you were legally supposed to do prior to the case getting to this point. Now, while Ms. Region is speaking, I'm going to ask that you, Mr. Marshall, Ms. Moore, refrain from interrupting her. I want to make sure I hear everything that she's saying, okay?
Mhm.
All right. Then once you're through, Ms. Region, I'll consider you to be at rest. And then afterwards, you, Mr. Marshall, I'm going to give you the opportunity to defend yourself.
Okay.
It's going to be up to you to provide proof to me that you should not be evicted based on the complaint of non-payment of rent.
Mhm.
And while you're speaking, I'm going to ask that you, Ms. Region, refrain from interrupting him. Okay, Ms. Region?
Yes, sir.
All right. With that being said, Ms. Region, you can proceed with your case against the tenant.
Okay. So we are here representing the owner, and simply because Willie has not been able to get caught up on rent. He has made small payments monthly. It's just not the full amount, and now he's gotten further behind. If you look on the tenant ledger we provided, since October, his rent is $600 a month, but since October, he's only been able to pay like $200. He paid $300 once, but then all the other months it's been $100 to $200 a month, which has gotten him really far behind. Also, what we don't have on here since this was filed is he's another month behind currently. And so actually with no late fees or anything, he's behind $2,780 a month. And we have worked really hard for Willie because I know his wife has health issues, and we've worked really hard to try to help him get caught up. And the owner, has been trying to help him as well. And as you'll see, he has paid small payments, but it's just not been enough. And then it's mounting. Also, the city of Waco has given us several citations for his property on the outside. While I don't feel like it's a lot of stuff the city does. And so we're getting notices now for stuff outside. And just truthfully, this house is in terrible shape anyway and needs to have a lot of work done on it. And so that is aside from this for not just paying rent, but we do have the city sending us citations for things outside that need to be cleaned up as well. So while he's behind on the rent, we have that other issue as well. And honestly, I've kind of just talked to Willie about moving. We wanted to let him just out of the lease and let him move somewhere else. So we didn't have to evict him. But I feel like I don't think he was able to find a place for that amount of rent. And I understand that because things have went so high in Waco. But at the end of the day, we represent the owner, and that is why we're here, just for the rent being so far behind.
The notice to vacate, how was it given to the tenant?
It was sent, put on his door. We talked to him as well and mailed it to him.
Okay. And that was done on what day?
What day we posted it? It was done on May 8th.
That was a 3-day notice to vacate?
Yes, sir. And we've been trying to work with him honestly on it. And we just have not been able to get him caught up. And so we were hoping, that he could just move and we wouldn't have an eviction. We really don't want to have an eviction on him because I know he's having hard times.
No, and this tenant, he's not receiving any assistance from housing authority or anything like that?
No, sir. I wish he could get that assistance he needs. I know his wife is very sick and he has worked really hard. I've had some good conversations with Willie, and he is a very sweet guy. And I mean, if there was anything that I could do to help him, I would be more than willing to help him as well. He is trying really hard, and I know it's just the fact that his wife is sick and he's taking care of her as well. And Willie, I am so sorry about having to bring you to court for this.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. All right. So his monthly rent is $600 a month. And based on
Yes.
your calculations, as of today, including June's rent, he owes $2,780. That's
Yes.
that's deducting any payments he's made.
That is correct.
Anything else before I move on to the defendant?
No, sir.
Mr. Marshall, you've heard the case against you. Here's your opportunity to defend yourself. Go ahead.
Well, actually, she's right. They have given me an opportunity to take care of this and catch up. But just like she said, my wife's been sick for the last few months, and I was doing well when it first started, and then as things get bad and worse, it's a case of when they start going south, they just keep going for a while. And actually, right after I started giving money, it's because I was trying to let her know that I was being sincere when I give her something. I wasn't trying to just not pay nothing, you know what I mean? And so what I did was, right after these things happened, I lost a client. One client went to a nursing home because I'm a caregiver, and then the next one died. And then I had another one that their husband decided that he was going to take care, she was going to take care of herself. So they dropped my income to like $140 a week, as far as income. And I get Social Security, but then in order to pay some of the money that I was giving them, I had to get a loan from loan company and they take that out of my Social Security. So all together, I don't really have $600 all together. Basically, when I get ready to pay, and then I lost my car because I couldn't make the payment on my car because I had to have a place to stay. So instead of making the car payment, I give them what I had, and then I tell the car I can't pay you more. So basically, I've lost a lot of stuff because of this. And really, like she said, they gave me a lot of opportunities, and I've been working hard at it. But you know, if you're a caregiver, you don't have a client. And my wife, I have to take care of her 24/7 at the time because she's got all these, like I said, health issues. Like during this time, you know, she had a blood clot on her lungs and stayed in the hospital about 3 weeks. And before that, she had some other issue and she had a toe removed. Then this past couple of months, she had another toe removed. And she's been in and out the hospital over and over. And, you know, she got all these things like congestive heart failure and diabetes and all that. And I'm trying to keep her going. And at the same time, I'm trying to have some kind of income coming. So I have one client right now. Like I said, I make $140 a week. And I was like trying to tell Tammy because she's been real good. Because every time I tell her I'm gonna give her something, she'll say, "Okay, thank you. We appreciate it, and this and that." And like all I need from her now is I don't know how. And the reason I don't have any assistance from the city or anything is because I'm from New York, and I lost my wallet years ago, and my birth certificate was in it. And now the law says you got to have your birth certificate and all this in order to get any help from anything here. And so I can't get anything from her.
But she can.
Well, she's from Alabama.
Does she have all her credentials, a birth certificate, and all of that?
I didn't think if it wasn't in her name that she
Well,
couldn't
the
get it.
reason why I'm saying is I asked that, I say that because adult protective services can help y'all. Have y'all even thought about reaching out to them?
I didn't know nothing about that. You know, like I said, I've never been in this situation before. And so because of that, if I knew I could do all of this, you know, and then I just found out this where they would help me taking care of her by paying me for taking care of her, you know, if I go to the right people. And so that's as far as I know. Because I don't know anybody that's going through what I'm going through that have told me anything about where I can get help. Because like I said, all I know is EOAC and I ain't been to them like 20 years probably. And I went there, I said about 4 or 5 years ago when I had to pay a bill. And she said, well, what I need is the birth certificate, all the other stuff I have. I don't think I don't have the birth certificate, so I couldn't get no help from them. And I don't know anybody else to get help from. So that's why I'm going through this, because I mean, I be looking at other people and how they making it, you know, and I'm not gonna go and say, man, how you doing this, you know, because that's not the way I do. You know, I just think, damn. So that's in the situation I'm in. And like as far as Tammy goes, if somehow she can get her owner to at least give me to May the 1st when my wife getting her little money, we can move on out. And
We're past May, Willie, but I'm willing to try to help you any way that I can. And I don't know if the judge can assist in trying to help you get in connection with some services or something, but I'm
Yeah,
willing to do
that's-
whatever we can to help you. I think you're a great guy and you're going through a hard time, and that's why we've been trying to help you. It's just my hands are tied with the owner too, but I can definitely go for leniency with him, or if we can just come to an agreement.
Ms. Regent, there's some resources out there that I don't think he had the opportunity to take advantage of, at least just to, you know, move out or even because with adult protective services, they, with your wife and her current situation, they can come in and provide some emergency assistance. Um, it may be in a nursing facility. I'll just say that. I don't know. But there's resources out there
okay.
because there's no way she should be she needs a roof over her head.
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
yeah, that's
Okay.
so here's the thing. If you, Miss Regent, will give him the opportunity to look into the resources that I'm about to provide him, he may be able to find somewhere to stay within the next week or two,
Okay.
with some emergency assistance. I'd have to, so let me do this. I'm gonna just take a brief recess first,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make a couple of phone calls just to see if there's something out there. And then I'm gonna come back. And if there's something out there, then I'm gonna tell both of you about it.
Okay.
Let's do that. So give me I'm gonna take a brief recess. Y'all stay put where you are. I'm just gonna step in my office, in my chambers. And I'm gonna just check on a couple things, see if there's some resources out there. I know that a lot of the resources we had years ago have been depleted because of lack of funding, but there still may be some out there. So I'm going to take a 3-minute recess. I'm going to come back into the hearing at 9:55. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Willie, I want to be able to help you any way I can, just so you know.
Okay. Court's now back in session. Miss Region, the person I spoke with, um, he is wanting to know if you all are willing to give them at least 30 days to find them somewhere to stay.
Uh,
And that's it. I can't force you to. You're here, you're representing the owner, and that's, you know, is what he had expressed to me.
Uh, I actually am talking to the the person maybe you were talking to, that he's got some pathways that we think that we might can help them. So I am willing to, but now the city is giving us citations for the stuff outside. So Willie, is there any way you could just move that to like the backyard or get rid of it? It's not a whole lot of stuff. We drove by today just to check it. It's not tons of stuff. Can you do that so we can get the city off of us?
Okay, you talking about the blue trash can or whatever?
Well, it's just whatever's out front, all that stuff out front, they are on us for. So if you can move all the stuff that's out front, I
Yeah.
think we can work a deal with the owner, even if we have to somehow ourselves make a payment, I will help that for you. And I believe that with who the judge called and myself, he's texted me now. I think we can help you in some way. So I will agree that we can give him 30 days.
Okay. So here's the thing, Mr. Marshall. The gentleman I spoke with, he knows Miss Region as well. I didn't know he knew you, Miss Region, but I guess we know good people. Okay.
That's right.
Um,
He's a great guy too. So he's got
yeah, great.
resources to help.
Lots of resources. I call on him a lot. And I can't mediate, but I can provide resources. That's all I can do.
Right.
And he is one of many resources. So, um, Mr. Marshall, uh, Ms. Region, on behalf of the owner,
Mhm.
is going to give uh, this person um, 30 days to help you find somewhere to stay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Ms. Region expressed some issues for our city. Whatever it is that the city has coded as a violation,
Right.
you need to get that remedy. So whatever's in that front yard that doesn't belong in the front yard, it needs to go in the back
Right.
or in the trash.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I get
And Ms. Region has said, if we need to dump it, we need to dump it. So
Mhm.
it's got to get done.
Right.
Now, I'm going to reset the case for 30 days.
Okay.
And within the next 30 days, someone is going to contact you and they are going to try to assist you and your wife with somewhere to stay.
Okay.
In the event that he can't,
Mhm.
you need to have a backup plan.
Gotcha. I understand what you're saying. I
Okay.
sure do.
All right. And one of the backup plans is probably a nursing facility for your wife and somewhere feasible for you.
Right. Right.
Okay. Because there's no way she's going to make it.
No, not like that.
Not like that.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Willie,
So,
do
you
you have a
understand?
phone to contact me? If not, can you come to my office so we can reach out to this person? He said he's got some pathways to help you. Do you have a cell phone currently or no?
Yeah. I
Okay, so
thought y'all
if you
took my
could
phone
call
from me.
me, if you could call me when we get off of this, let's see if we can connect you with this person unless the judge has got the information to give you. But he's given me several people we can contact. So if you want to just contact me, I can help you with that.
Miss Region, what I'll do is after the hearing, I'm going to get his cell phone number.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me just close out the live stream.
Okay.
And then therefore, we don't have to worry about the information being made public. So I'm going to close out the hearing,
Okay.
because I have to do that.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm not doing that great, but God be good.
All right. Considering the circumstances, today's case is an eviction suit. It was reset. Both parties agreed to reset the case, to allow time to resolve the issues at hand. This case, cause number J2V2602448. It was filed by you, Ms. Region, representing Megan J. Texas Investments against you, Mr. Willie Marshall, correct?
Yes, sir.
At the last hearing, you brought your wife with you, and you informed me that she was having some issues, some medical issues and so forth, and that's the reason why you weren't able to work. And this is just based on my recollection. I hope the vitamins are actually working. You also stated that you had, you do home health care. You had you had a patient or two that did not need your services any longer, but she did also cause you to be in this particular situation. So without further ado, we're gonna have both parties sworn in and proceed on with today's case.
If you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I
Yes,
do.
sir.
All right. So we're back here, Ms. Region. Apparently the issues did not get resolved, so I assume you're ready to proceed on with the case.
Yes, sir. So we're back at it and at another month now. And so that puts the total rent currently with no late fees at $3,380. And I know we kind of reset for 30 days to try to help them get some assistance. I did speak to the person that you and I had both tried to set him up with last month this morning, and he said he has not heard from him since. So he didn't reach out to him for help from speaking with him this morning. So we need to go to proceed on with the eviction to get the house back for the owner.
Okay, and just to make sure, is that $2,980? Is that right?
It should be 3,380 with no late fees.
Okay, and so reason why I'm wondering that amount, because on the petition you had $2,380.
Yes, and since we've had, I think, several months that have went by, and since I was looking at the tenant ledger, and that's the amount we submitted on 6/4 had a late fee, and the amount was 2,840. So I deducted that $60 amount, and then the rent of 600 that's due again for this month.
Okay, so at the time, this was in May whenever you filed this case, so that was
Correct.
from June to July's rent.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, so we're adding 1,200 to that. So
Uh,
run that number again, repeat the number for me again.
the amount is 3,380.
Okay. There was nothing in question in regards to how the case was filed. At that time, it was just you just wanted to give him some more time to get some help.
Correct. That's correct. We were trying to give him some time to help him find a place to go for him and his wife just because of the circumstances. And I don't know, I haven't spoke to him, I haven't seen him, so I don't know if they ended up resolving that and finding a place or not. I did reach out to the person you and I, which was ironic, they were the same person, was trying to help him with, and he said this morning he had not heard from him. So I don't know if he found someone else to help him or if he's just waiting it out.
All right, so go ahead, Mr. Mark.
Well, actually, I don't know how to get in touch with anybody like that. You told me that they would get in contact, but I hadn't gotten a call from anybody like this. And the reason things is like they are now, Tam, I think I text you and let you know that my wife went to the hospital. She, the day after we left court, say like that Thursday, she had a serious fever. And then Friday, she went into the hospital. And she's been in the hospital ever since. And right now, she's in a rehab trying to she had 4 operations on her leg in a week. Well, 3. And then she had another one to tear a piece of muscle out of her thigh to put back in a hole they dug in her groin. And basically, I've been stressed out over this for like ever since we left the court. I've been stressed over this trying to take care of her, make sure she's straight. And I've been trying to do all this and all this at the same time. And it's just tearing me up. And it's not to go against you or make anything look any worse or whatever. But I mean, I'm not just throwing you to the just all the heck with that. That's not my style. And with my wife, with her going through this, and I've been spending the night at the hospital every night. I mean, I haven't really even been at the house because once she went to the hospital, she's real like, where you going? Where you going? You don't leave, And so I just spend the night. I've been staying in the hospital for about 3 weeks. And then once they sent her to rehab, then I've been trying to get this thing going again. And I'm lost from whatever started because my mind just went, And then to speak to you on the phone, my phone went black for some reason, and I couldn't. All my contacts are gone, so I wasn't able to call you. I mean, I know I could have came by there, but like I said, going through what I'm going through, and gas is high, and trying to go to the hospital back and forth every day, trying to do this and do that. It just wasn't feasible for me at the time, and I thought about. I said, "Oh man," and I'm not trying to be facetious or do you wrong or do anything wrong. I understand where you're at and all of that, but I know you don't have to have sympathy for my situation. I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know I wasn't doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
And you say that before said call me, he hadn't heard from me. I really don't know who you're talking about. I know y'all discussed it, but I never got a number for him or anything like that. And I've had a couple of people at she had to go to the congestive heart failure clinic the other day, and they transported, and I got talk to a guy, and he gave me some paperwork of people to look for on stuff like this, and I've been trying to contact them, and some of them don't. Like, I mean, I haven't been just sitting slacking. It's just that I was have 2 or 3 things going on at one time, and it's really tearing me up.
Yeah. I understand that. The problem I have, Willie, is that we haven't had a full payment for you for rent, and you were already, since last year of September. So for my owner, he just has no choice but to evict because he's losing money on this property because it's been that long since you made a payment. And so, you haven't made a full payment since last year. So he's at this point where he just can't wait anymore for something because there's no way that you can even get caught up or begin to get caught up. So that's why we're here today. I mean, we gave you 30 days to help you try to find a place and get out. And honestly, that was very generous of him and, just speaking on his behalf. And so I'm sorry, but we just can't wait anymore.
Okay, so without further ado, it's my opinion that you, Ms. Reed, on behalf of the owner of the property, did everything you were legally supposed to do prior to the case against this point. You also proved damages in the amount of $3,380, which is the back rent as well as court costs. It's going to be a judgment against you for that amount. Okay, Mr. Marshall. Now, with that being said, this judgment will remain full in effect until it's paid in full at an interest rate of 6.75%. That's just the annual percentage rate that will be assessed to this judgment until it's paid in. You do have the right to appeal the court's decision for ruling in favor of the plaintiff. In order for you to appeal, when I say appeal, that's a legal disagreement. So if you want to file a legal disagreement against what I've done today, you would have to post an appeals bond of $1,200. If you cannot afford that amount, I strongly encourage you to contact someone from Lone Star Legal Aid, Great American Legal Services, they can assist you give you free legal advice. I cannot.
Not for you mean for the appeal?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
If you do choose to
Oh.
appeal, that's your right.
Right.
However, depending on how you appeal, will also depend on whether or not you are required to pay grant into the court's registry. And that's something that if it gets to that point, the court clerk will inform you of what it is. There's going to be a deadline for you to appeal. Okay. You have 6 days from today's date to appeal. Not counting today, because today is the date the judgment is going to be signed. But you have 6 days starting tomorrow to file your appeal. If no appeal is filed within the next 6 days, on that 7th day, Ms. Regent, on behalf of the owner, can take the next legal action against you. That is called filing a writ of possession. A writ of possession is where the constable will serve you with one final notice, and that is a 24-hour notice to move out. If you don't even have to accept the service, they'll just post it on the if you don't want to accept. And then at that time, the clock starts. If you do not comply with the constable's notice to move out, they will be back at that location. The location in question is 1312 Sherman. They are going to act as security. Whomever is inside the home will be asked to leave the home and step outside the home. Ms. Regent, as well as the maintenance personnel or whomever she deems necessary to assist her, will remove all of your personal items from inside of the home. Furniture, clothes, dishes, whatever it is, etc. From inside of the home, bag them up, if they can be bagged, and place them outside of the home. And the home will be secured with their locks all over again, and you would not be allowed to go inside of the home. That's how the process is, Mr. Marshall. I hate that it got to this point for you.
I do too.
I'll be praying for you as well as your wife.
Thank you.
She's still going through recovery. I strongly encourage you to get with the caseworkers at the hospital or facility that she's in right now and let them know that you did have a judgment against you for an eviction suit. And you want to make sure that she's properly taken care of and see if they might be able to provide you with any resources as well, because they do have counselors or caseworkers there at the medical facilities that may be able to assist you all. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That being said, judgment paid for the plaintiff. Back when court calls it. What is true?
Thank you so much.
And so how I pay him? Do about a month or?
So good question. How and when you pay it, that's going to be between you. Talking about the judgment.
Yes.
Okay. So I just get with Miss Regent. Okay. Get with her, later on today or whatever. First thing I want to encourage you to do is find somewhere for you and your wife to stay.
Okay.
That'd be the first thing. All right. Whatever you have left every month after you found somewhere to stay, get with Miss Regent. She can probably put you on a payment plan or whatever it is. And then you can pay it off little by little. Even if it takes you 2 years to pay it off, just pay it off.
Okay.
But don't find yourself in another situation in this court or any other court because you're trying to pay this off.
Right.
All right? That's just my little tidbit on that.
Right.
All right. Any other questions for you?
So what I got to be out of there within the next, when you say appeal, I got 6 days to appeal, but I got to be getting out at the same time, right?
You have 6 days to appeal, and if you're still staying there and no appeal is filed after that 6th day,
That's when everything
starts.
All right. Okay. I understand.
Okay. And if you want to, I know that you're already up here. If you want to wait in the lobby, we can go ahead and draft up the actual order. And that's something you could use whenever you do talk to people. It says, hey, I have this judgment and I need help. We need help right now. And just see if there's anything out there. Just never know. Okay. All right. You'll look to you, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you so much.
You want to wait on the judgment? Or you just want to wait, get it in a minute?
Oh, I can wait.
No, I'm talking to Mr. Marshall.
Oh, Mr. Marshall. Okay.
Did you want to wait in the lobby for the judgment, for the actual judgment, or did you want to
paperwork?
Would you rather just get it in the mail?
The better, the sooner the better, I think you
Okay,
said.
so just wait in the lobby and give us about 30 minutes and we'll get the judgment, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And Tammy, I'll come up there and talk to you on the payment plan after you say after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find
Yeah.
some,
Find somewhere to go for it, yeah.
Yes,
So
find somewhere to go first, Willie. Thank you so much. And good luck to you and your wife.